It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got the Red Dragons superstar cornerback.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between our visitors and the Portland River Hogs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of him. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Back to throw now on first down. Incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try and run for it. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession. And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback. And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 103 in the yardage department. 5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season. Now the first carry here for their running back. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much? Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They find some open field here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And back at the 8 now, third and goal. Back to throw here. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Set for the second quarter. San Diego in possession of the football as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2nd and 9 now. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the River Hogs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup and it moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave it more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've played throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. But it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking middle, and that's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They bring their punter out there now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack sets him back big time.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Back back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's a give up the middle. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. For the moment, it's in fact the Seahawks who have the lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Second and 5. Looking left side, he's got it complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Back to throw here.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're looking at third in the nose of the foot. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So they dial up the blitz on third and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Meanwhile, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the defense. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! From a yard out. And the Red Dragons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. That makes our score now 22-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.